Hi, I'm Lee Satterfield with Lee's Wine Bar, and we are here today to kick off the 10th annual Florida Wine Festival held at the Mary Brogan Museum.
And I'm Shonda Knight with WCTV, and Lee, my question for you is, wines come in all different shades, so what exactly gives a wine its distinct color?
That's a great question. A lot of people don't realize this. The skins of a grape are very important in the making of the process of wine. Say, for instance, you have a red grape. If you go to a Publix and you pick up a red grape, you buy one, you slice it open, the meat that's on the inside is going to be white. So if you squeeze that, you're going to get white juice. So what the winemaker does is he keeps the skins and the stems in contact with the juice. And a funny story is white Zinfandel was actually an accident. White Zinfandel is made with the red Zinfandel grape. And back in the early 70s, Sutter Home actually was the one that created that, and it was a mistake in the warehouse. They separated the skins too soon, and they were left with all this pink juice.
Interesting.
So that's how white Zinfandel was created. So the guy made a fortune out of a mistake. So the skins of a grape are very, very important. They're very, very crucial to the wine. I'm Lee Satterfield with Lee's Wine Bar, and we are here today to kick off the 10th annual Florida Wine Festival held at the Mary Brogan Museum on May 11th.
And I'm Tristan Sanders, News Director of WCTV. Lee, I've always wondered, you see the wine connoisseurs grab their glass of wine, and one of the first things they do is this.
Exactly.
What is that? Why are they smelling it?
Well, there's a lot of validity to that. You know, a lot of times some people come off as very pompous, you might say, when they do that, but we really are doing that for a reason. So you pop the cork and you pour the wine in the glass. You want to swirl and you want to aerate the wine, and you want to allow the bouquet to open up. So a lot of your big wines, your big reds, like your Cabernets, are going to be really tight. So wine and oxygen are pretty good friends. They want to hang out for a little bit, but not very long, because then they start kind of fighting each other, because the oxygen is going to start taking the wine down. It's going to lose some of its integrity. So what you want to swirl around, you want to really put your nose in the glass, take a big whiff, and you're just really getting all, you're going to smell the alcohol, you're going to smell the fruit, everything, all the different components are going to start coming out. And it's going to start changing the longer it's in the glass, because of the oxygen mixing with the wine.
Wow.
Hi, I'm Lee Satterfield with Lee's Wine Bar, and we are here today to kick off the 10th annual Florida Wine Festival at the Brogan Museum, which is coming up on May 11th. And today we have invited some guests to come in and taste a few wines to kick it off.
I'm Andy Elcock with WCTV, and Lee, I wanted to ask you about Florida. Great state, sunshine. What kind of grapes are grown here for wine?
Very good question. Here in Florida, we grow basically muscadine. Muscadine can come in several different forms. In Italy, they have one called Moscato, which is a close cousin to muscadine. It's a very fruity, very sweet grape. What we're drinking today is Moscato from Italy. It's a little bubbly. It's very refreshing. It's a nice little summer aperitif. It's a good starter for the day. It's a good way to end the day as well, I think. Any kind of bubbly, I think, is great. So let's Lee Satterfield with Lee's Wine Bar here in Tallahassee, and we are here today to kick off the 10th annual Florida Wine Festival held at the Mary Brogan Museum.
And I'm Gina Patici, morning anchor at WCTV. Now, Lee, tell me, when you go to a restaurant, a lot of times you see people swirling their wine glass. What is the relevance of doing that?
There's a lot of relevance to doing that. It's a great question. What you're allowing the wine to do is to breathe and to open up. You want the wine to swirl around, just swirl it. It takes a lot of practice sometimes to get to doing this. First, you can do it on the table if that makes it easier.
Okay.
All right, so you're allowing the air to get into the wine to open it up. Let it calm down a little bit, and then you'll notice some legs that are coming down. We call these the legs, these little stripes of wine. What the legs give off, they just tell the alcohol content. They don't tell whether a wine is good or bad. It's just the body of a wine. Medium bodied, full bodied. This is a pretty medium bodied wine. As you can see, it's coming down very spread apart, and that's what you're looking for. And they're coming down very slowly. So this is a very medium bodied, easy drinking wine. Hi, I'm Lee Satterfield with Lee's Wine Bar, and we are here today to kick off the 10th annual Florida Wine Festival held at the Brogan Museum on May 11th.
I'm Julie Montanaro at WCTV, and my question for you today, Lee, is if you don't get to the bottom of a bottle of wine, how long can you keep it once it's opened?
Well, that's never a problem I've ever had before,
Right.
But that is a good question considering the wine that I've chosen for us to drink. The wine that I've chosen is Vinho Verde. Vinho Verde is a grape from Portugal, and it is made to be consumed very young. So this is a wine that you would want to drink, right the year that it's produced. Now, there are some wines, some of your Cabernets, your bigger red wines. Once you open them, typically you can get about 3 days out of the bottle. And it's also good to even cork it and put it in the refrigerator. A white wine will typically last a little bit longer. You can get about 4 days out of a white wine.
Okay, good to know if you can't finish it the first day.
Exactly.
In the rare circumstance.
Exactly.